Knocking the knife away, she grabs his tracksuit and buries her knee in his groin hard enough to lift him off the ground. He lets out a little squeal, and she closes his mouth with a fist. Black concentric circles chase a hot yellow roar, and his knees give way. The pavement is cold and hard as he collapses, curls up around his battered testicles, and cries. Jesus! D.C. Rennie peered at the man snivelling away on the cracked pavement among the fishy stains. I think you broke his ghoulies. I heard them pop. He'll live. P.C. Jackie Watson forced the man over onto his face, cuffing his hands behind his back. He groaned and whimpered. Jackie smiled. Serves you right, you dirty little bastard. She glanced up at Rennie. Anyone looking? He said no, so she kicked the guy in the ribs. That's for Christine, Laura, Gail, Sarah, Jennifer, Joanne, and Sandra. Jesus, Jackie! Rennie grabbed her before she could do it again. What if someone sees? You said no one was looking. Yeah, but so what's the problem? She stood, glowering down at the crying man in the AFC tracksuit. Right, sunshine, on your feet. He didn't move. Oh, for God's sake! She grabbed his ear and hauled him upright. Rennie, you want to... But D.C. Rennie was busy on the radio, telling Control that Operation Sweetmeat had been a success. They'd caught the bastard. Chapter 2. Aberdeen Royal Infirmary was spreading like a concrete tumour. For years it had been in remission, but lately it had started to grow again, infecting the surrounding area with new wings of concrete and steel, and every time he saw it, Detective Sergeant Logan McRae's heart sank. Stifling a yawn, he crumpled up the thin plastic cup his vending machine coffee had come in and dropped it in the bin before pushing through the brown double doors into the heady bouquet of disinfectant, formalin, and death. The hospital morgue was a lot bigger than the one down at Grampian Police Force headquarters, and a lot more cheerful. A small stereo in one corner of the large brown room pumped out Dr. Hook's greatest hits, the music almost drowning out the sound of running water as it gurgled down a drain on one of the dissecting tables. A woman in a green plastic apron, surgical scrubs and white Wellington boots was packing an old lady's organs back where they'd come from, to the tune of When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman. Logan's unidentified male was lying on his back on a hospital gurney, eyes taped shut, skin as pale as wax paper. They'd left all the surgical tubes and lines attached for the inevitable post-mortem. It made the body look abandoned. Mid-20s, short blonde hair, thin but well-muscled, as if he'd been addicted to the gym. His lower limbs and abdomen were smeared red, a long row of hurried stitches marking where they'd sewn him back together again after the surgeon finally admitted defeat. Death 1, NHS Grampian 0. The woman stuffing the old lady looked up and saw Logan peering down at the man's naked body. Police? He nodded, and she pulled off her mask, frizzy red hair escaping from underneath her surgical cap. Thought so. We've not bagged him up yet. Stating the obvious. Not that there was much chance of getting any useful forensic evidence off the body now. Not after it had been contaminated in the A&E lobby, examination room, and operating theatre. Don't worry about it. I can wait. Okay. She picked the old lady's ribcage up off a stainless steel trolley and fiddled it back into place, then started to close up. He watched her for a moment before asking, Any chance you could take a quick look at our John Doe here? No bloody chance. You got any idea what the hormonal bitch queen would do to me if she found out some lowly APT played with a corpse before she got her icy little fingers on it? I'm not asking you to do a full post-mortem, but you could, shrug. Take a look. He tried on his best smile. Otherwise we're going to have to wait till tomorrow afternoon. Sooner we know, the sooner we can catch whoever did this. Come on. Just a quick external examination. No one will ever know. She pursed her lips, frowned, sighed, then said, Okay, but you tell anyone I did this and you're going in one of those bloody freezers, understand? Logan grinned. My lips are sealed. Right.